Sometimes we realize that a decision has to be taken, but it isn't easy because it will take us outside of our comfort zone. When the idea of branching out into fashion took shape in the mind of renowned classical dancer Verushka Pather, she decided to give it a try, even though she had no real experience in the field. The results have been spectacular and have opened new doors to her as a performer and designer. And I made up with her recently to get the full story.
As a renowned Bharatanatyam dancer and choreographer, Verushka Pather is a familiar face to Mela viewers. But on this occasion, her breathtaking solo performance was a scene setter for what was about to come. Inspired by her dancers' costumes, Verushka has been exploring the world of fashion, and it was time for the big reveal of her Khanya label.
When creativity is in your bones, it's almost impossible not to find a creative outlet for it. Dance extraordinaire Verushka Pather is in an incredible space of creativity, and her latest offering, titled Khanya, is not a dance, but a fashion line. Oh, Verushka, you are so beautiful. Verushka, how and when was your passion for fashion ignited?
When I was pregnant, I was looking for clothes to suit me, being bigger, but I wanted pure 100% cotton and natural fibers. So I found myself in town buying the most beautiful cotton fabrics, and there started Khanya Designs. From simple shift dresses to beautiful, robust lehengas, saris, kurtas, dhotis. It's an amazing collection now that started from very humble beginnings.
What is the story behind the brand?
My amazing journey of India, exploring rare silk, beautiful Rajasthani jewelry, and then coming back into South Africa where I've just designed the first Bharatanatyam costume in African Sheshwe. So I celebrate two amazing cultures.
How did you bring this dream to fruition?
Khanya is currently a part of a small business enterprise project where it's empowering women. I'm so excited to have met Krinesh and Santuri from the consultant Privé. That's just taken Khanya to a whole new level.
I'm very excited to take a closer look at your designs.
So Zaky, while you enjoy looking at our models and spending the time with my team, I'm going to change into a spectacular design.
I can't wait. You look absolutely stunning, like a dream.
I'm wearing African shweshwe and a touch of Indian accessories.
Felicia, can you take me through your look?
Well, Zaky, this look is very fun, feminine and flirty. The skirt and blouse are lehenga style with an African print and African beads, done in a very feminine way.
Well, you look fabulous. And you look spectacular.
Thank you.
How have you fused Indian and African fashion?
I love African sheshwe. We brought in the sheshwe cotton and merged it with raw silk. And then if I chose to highlight a raw silk sari, then I've brought in sheshwe as my blouse or sheshwe in my skirt. If it's silk and cotton, then I've brought in the African beads.
What inspired the name?
Inkanisa means shining light in isiZulu. And Kanyakumari is the southern tip of India. Kanaya is my love for Krishna. And Khanya is also young child in the Indian language. So we thought of Khanya, of let your soul shine. So Zaky, this is Krinesh.
Hello, hello.
And Santuri Govender.
Hello. Krinesh, the brand strongly focuses on local manufacturing and empowerment. How important is localization?
What we want to do is also create a learnership along the way. So we want to partner up with local townships, get a skilled person in there to teach the local residents what it is to sew, what it is to bead, and upskill that environment.
San, what are you so passionate about when it comes to the brand?
I'm a normal South African woman. I have curves, I have personality, and I live in color. So Khanya is perfectly suited to me and everybody else who loves who they are and loves what they wear.
Verushka, who does this fantastic beading?
Cosmos Mafuto is an amazing beader that I've met many years ago. He was just doing key rings and toys and Christmas trimmings for trees. And then I slowly started asking him, why don't you try out, do a blouse for me, or I like this to match a sari. And it started looking stunning and people loved my jewelry. And from 10 years ago of doing key rings, we are now doing fantastic jewelry and really telling the South African story. So Zaky, I have a business meeting with my partners. Why don't you meet the rest of their team?
Wonderful. What inspires the beadwork for each garment?
You have to look at the garment and you identify the colors, and from there you start to look from your beads, which colors can match the garment, which can make it look very attractive, very interesting.
I'm not going to keep you from beading away.
Oh, thank you.
Technology is always so fascinating. Hako, what do you love about being a part of a brand like Khanya?
The main thing is that it's a proudly South African brand, and it is very awe-inspiring to work for someone like Verushka, who is so dynamic.
What is your role in the team?
I'm a visual artist, and I take the designs that have already been created by Verushka and her team and draw them and put them digitally so that they basically have a visual representation of the designs that they're creating.
Zaky, I have amazing design for you. I think it will be perfect for high tea. Let's dress you up.
While Zaky slipped into a Khanya original, Verushka's guests discussed how her creations offered local fashionistas a uniquely South Africa cross-cultural alternative.
Dr. Rajab, how does wearing Khanya make you feel?
I find that when you look at traditional garments in the shops and so forth, they're dull, they're grey, they're not made for the local indigenous people. And so this idea of combining Indian with African is really about identity. It's about saying to us, we're part of Africa, but we do have our own heritage, and look how these two heritages come together.
Madam Matabo, you look absolutely exquisite.
Khanya in Zulu means light. I think this collection shines on the light on the women of different cultures. So it brings the heritage together. This is the integration of women's foresightness into making things with their own hands.
Verushka, what is the dream?
I think sharing Khanya with the entire world, it shares a history, it shares a story of South African women with every other amazing woman around the world.
What words of wisdom do you have for all the creatives out there?
When someone has a creative dream, is to just live it. Start off simple, start off doing what's beautiful, what moves you first. And when you actually experience it, it allows others to enjoy it as well.
Verushka, thank you so much for sharing your passion and light with us today, inside and out.
Thank you for sharing your spirit with us.
Many people speak about social cohesion in South Africa, but Verushka Pather is living and breathing it through Khanya. This merging of beautiful cultures has made my heart glow with happiness, and I'm sure you can feel it too.